All right. Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Winsted, Connecticut at Northwestern Regional High School for third round action of the 2018 CIAC Girls State Basketball Championship Class M Division. Tonight features a really nice matchup between the number 1 seeded Northwestern Highlanders and the number 9 seeded Weston Trojans. It's Elite 8 action time, folks, which means every game gets more and more important as the road for Mohegan Sun gets shorter and shorter. Game's just about to get underway here. Highlanders enter this game as the number 1 seed, finishing with a 19-1 regular season record. Speaking to Trojans players and coaches, they're not intimidated by that. Specifically speaking to Coach Dan Rosen earlier in the day, they played the number 1 seed last year in the second round, which was Suffield. They lost that game by 3 points. And a lot of those members of that team is still there as the game is underway with the Highlanders winning the tip. A lot of members of that team are still on the team. And so it gives the team a lot of confidence that they can beat any team regardless of their seed. The keys for the game for the Trojans is they got to be able to, as a shot no good by the Highlanders, is they got to be able to run their offense efficiently, but the key last game, all their starters scored all their points. All 5 starters scored. That's it. No production from the bench, and 50 out of the 60, or around 54, sorry, came from the captain trio of Georgia Burkhardt, Kate Orphis, and Grace Toner. So we'll see if any production comes from Kate Joyce and Jen Welsh, the other 2 starters, and whoever comes off the bench. Kate Orphis shooting at the line, 2 shots. That first foul was admitted to Emily Prof, her first personnel, but no major difficulty there as Orphis scores the first point of the game. Also starting for the Highlanders, you got Prof, number 13, number 14, 80 Hester, number 21, Morgan Daly, number 22, Natalie Letterman, and number 23, Gina Weingart, as Orphis drills both free throws. Trojans playing a 2-3 zone as usual, a la Syracuse, and it's been stifling teams thus far. Orphis nearly gets a steal. That's going to be the key for the Highlanders, is can they beat the zone? The key to beat a zone, as mentioned last game, is to attack the inside, throw the ball, keep it moving, get the defenders moving, and find someone inside. Trojans on their road to the Elite 8. They beat Plainville in round 1 and Granby in round 2. Northwestern, they beat Valley Ridge and North Branford in their 2 games. Jump ball called, and it will be Trojan ball. Orphis bringing it up. Coach Dan Rosen for the Trojans calling out the offense. Burkhardt up top, over to Joyce. Kate Joyce is my X factor for this game for the Trojans because she can score. She's a really good player. She made great improvements from her freshman to sophomore years. If she just has the confidence to take a couple wide open jumpers and drive inside, Trojans can win this game easily as the Trojans get it stolen away. Trojans have a huge advantage on height. Trojans' tallest player is Georgia Burkhardt at around 6 feet, maybe a little taller. Highlanders' tallest player is Prof at 5'8". 5'8", 5'9". So height will be huge in this game. If Trojans can get the ball inside, bang it down in the post with Toner and Burkhardt, we'll see. As shot no good by the Lancers, it is rebounded by the Highlanders. Shot no good from Daly, and a jump ball is called as Welsh grabbed the rebound, but it was immediately swarmed by Highlander players. Hester to inbound. Ball inside, blocked by Burkhardt. Welsh nearly gets shoved out of bounds, but finds Orphis, and Orphis is looking to push. Up ahead to Toner, great pass, and layup. Katie Orphis, if I were to give her the comparison, I'd give her the comparison of John Stockton. Of John Stockton of an older time, Chris Paul modern time. They both Orphis and I'll go with CP3 as inside layup by Hester, good. Kate Orphis and CP3, they score when they want to, but they pass when they need to, and they play great defense. Welsh pumps inside layup, just short. Orphis does a great job finding her teammates. Although she scored 1,000 points in her career, as that's been mentioned all season, her ability to find the teammates, especially in transition, as Burkhardt seals the pass. As Orphis will take it all the way herself over to Joyce. Joyce pumps, layup, good. Once again, Orphis showing her versatility as a point guard, true point guard. Any young player, you want to watch Katie Orphis play. Not just her scoring ability, but her defensive and passing ability as Orphis tips it away. Just under 3 minutes so far into the game. Still early, but the Trojans hold a 4-point lead. Hester with the ball up top. Swinging it over to Prof. As ball was passed to Daly, but off her foot, and it'll be Trojan possession. Talking to Coach Dan Rosen earlier, he said he's feeling good about the team's chances tonight. Team's playing with a lot of confidence, and they plan on taking it one game at a time to the state championship. Not overlooking Northwestern, but they're playing extremely confident. As Orphis for three, it's good. The switcheroo by Katie Orphis. She's now with 5 points. Probe inside, good, off the missed shot by Weingart. Halfway through this first quarter, the Northwestern student section is loud and proud tonight. They are cheering on their team. It's Orphis inside, good. The Northwestern student section called the volume section. We'll see if they have an impact as Orphis nearly seals it away. Sooner or later, Orphis will get a steal off one of those passes and go all the way coast to coast. She's tipped a lot of passes as timeout is called by the Highlanders. The road to Mohegan Sun will be back in a bit, folks. We'll see you soon. And we're back coming out of the timeout. Bridget Angus has checked in for the first time this game. Welsh will sit. And it's the same 5 otherwise for both teams. It appears to be that the Trojans have switched to a man defense. Not highly common in the Trojans game plan. Now they've moved back to 2-3. Oh no, they're in the man, I'm sorry. They're doing great jobs at it. His pass inside, blocked by Burkhardt. Joyce with the rebound, and a jump ball is called. Burkhardt now with 2 early blocks inside. That's where that size advantage comes into play. Trojans, they don't really play a lot of man defense, but Coach Rosen was saying that although they play a zone, they have some man coverages they can go into from the zone. Angus up top. Over to Burkhardt. Burkhardt just going to dribble one of the senior captains. Orphis pulling it back out, resetting it. Last time the Highlanders won the state tournament was 1989-1990 season. So it's been almost 20 years. Almost 30 years, sorry. Trojans, as we all know, has last won their state championship in 1975, which was 43 years ago. So some long streaks could possibly end, in a couple weeks. As shot inside by Weingart is good. I'm sorry, that was Prof. Can't see through the ponytail on the back of the jersey. Orphis crossing up, Weingart out to Burkhardt. Toner up top, swings it to Joyce, nearly gets it stolen. 2:19 remaining in this first quarter. Orphis pulling it back out. Highlanders in a man. Orphis step back, mid-range, good. Katie Orphis is electric thus far this game. She's got, I believe, 11 points already. Big screen by Letterman. Prof driving, stolen away by Joyce. Kate Joyce, star pitcher on the baseball team. She'll take it all the way, and she gets fouled. Kate Joyce, or KJ, as her friends like to call her, will go to the line for 2. That foul was on Prof, her second. 5 fouls and you foul out, so let's see if Coach Fred Williams for the Highlanders will take out Prof with 2 early fouls. Joyce first free throw, a little wide. Checking into the game for the first time is number 11, Skylar DiMartino for the Highlanders. Second free throw, swish. So the lead is now up to 8 for the Trojans. Trojans are actually, surprisingly enough, averaging 8 points per the first quarter throughout the season. The Highlanders are averaging 15, and that is not the tail of the tape as far as Joyce tipped it and Orphis received it. Orphis driving all the way. She's bumped, fouled, and oh no, offensive foul. Offensive charge called against Orphis. That'll be her first personal. Orphis would have had and one. I guess she did lean the shoulder into a little bit, but nonetheless, nothing to cry about. Don't need to cry about spoiled milk. Trojans in a trap 1-3-1 defense. Inside for Letterman. Her shot no good, rebounded by Orphis, and she's quickly swarmed by 2 Highlander defenders. Orphis out to Joyce. Joyce driving over to Angus, pumps. She is fouled by what appeared to be Daly. Foul on the floor. Welsh checking back in for the game, and Joyce will sit. Burkhardt receives the inbounds pass. Under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Cross-court pass for Toner, just a wee bit too high. Nice look, but it'll remain, it will be Highlander ball. Maybe if Toner had her lacrosse stick, that ball would have been caught. Toner getting ready for lacrosse season at the collusion of basketball season. Inside to Letterman. Letterman free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded by Burkhardt. Burkhardt is whacked by Letterman and they steal it. 34 seconds remaining. Hester has it. Over to Weingart, inside to Letterman. And an offensive foul is called on Letterman. Checking into the game now, number 23, Lindsay Kuzma for Georgia Burkhardt. Kuzma hasn't played much thus far this postseason, but she is a viable asset for this Trojan team nonetheless. Coach Rosen telling his team, last shot. So we'll see who takes it. Kuzma sets the screen for Orphis. Orphis got Toner wide open in the corner, but she'll take the floater herself. No good, long rebound by DiMartino. Half-court heave, well short. And after 1 quarter of play, Trojans lead 14-6. Round 3 coverage. We'll be back in a moment. Second quarter action just about to get underway here. Trojans are leading 14-6. Starting five, or sorry, not the starting five. It's Burkhardt, Toner, Angus, Welsh, and Orphis starting during the quarter for the Trojans. Starting five for the Highlanders, excluding Prof. DiMartino's in our place. DiMartino with the ball. Trojans back in their zone. Inside look. Shot no good by Daly. Rebounded by Toner. Low scoring game thus far, but that was sure to change. Orphis with Weingart guarding. Over to Welsh. Toner in the corner. She'll pop it for two. No good. Rebounded by DiMartino. Hester up top. Over to Weingart. Inside to Daly. Pass tipped by Orphis, but it's picked up by DiMartino. Orphis has gotten her hands on a lot of balls thus far. Let's see if that translates to fast break points a little later. Daly free throw line jumper is good. First basket of the second quarter goes to the Highlanders. Highlander crowd getting very loud here. Burkhardt driving inside. She gets it whacked out of her hands. It's picked up by the Highlanders. Weingart inside to Letterman. Her hook shot. No good. Rebounded by Daly. Back up. Also no good. She wanted to foul there as Toner lost it. And it'll be Highlander ball. Looks like she tripped over Letterman's foot and lost the ball. Joyce checks back into the game for Angus. Tark to Weingart. Over to DiMartino. Her two. It's good. Well, you don't get to 19-1 if you can't make baskets. And so far, the Highlanders, they had a slow start, but they're picking it up here. Orphis driving inside, and she is bumped. Highlander fans want to travel, but it will be a foul instead on Daly, her second. Team's fifth foul of the half. Toner over to Burkhardt, nearly stolen but picked up by Orphis. Orphis up top. Coach Rosen calling out a play. Highlanders have all the momentum right now. It's Toner inside. The layup is good. Toner with her first basket of the game. Letterman. Oh, backcourt violation. Hester forgot to get over the half-court line, and it's a turnover. Jane Sanden checks in for the first time for the Highlanders. And it looks like Daly sits. Daly with two fouls, so far her and Prof both have two fouls, and we probably won't see either of them for the rest of the half. As Burkhardt driving inside, hook shot, banked in and good. Floater was no good by Hester, but it was tipped out by Welsh, so it will remain Highlander ball. Up top to Weingart. Nearly stolen by Toner, but Hester picks it up. Weingart over to DiMartino. Trojan size advantage height-wise has not had much of a factor thus far, as it looks like when Trojans are on defense, the Highlanders are outposting them. They're getting the position they want. It hasn't translated to the points yet, as a jump ball is called, and it will be Trojan ball. Halfway through this second quarter play, each minute as it ticks down comes more and more crucial as a team's chances of making it to Mohegan Sun slowly slips away. Orphis over to Toner. Welsh in the corner. Burkhardt with it, and she's called for the travel. Questionable call there. But it would be Highlander ball anyway. Weingart up top. Over to DiMartino. Back to Weingart. Weingart inside to Hester, and she is bumped by Burkhardt. Burkhardt getting heckled by the Northwestern fans. Really, that's not a foul if you ask me, but I can't be really biased, so. That's Burkhardt's first personal, as Orphis nearly steals that inbounds pass. Weingart thought about shooting it, pulls up instead. DiMartino, back to Weingart. Highlanders have not been able to get the ball inside. As right as I say that, they do. Tipped away by DiMartino. Angus will check back into the game. Grace will set. Grace Toner getting a different pair of shoes from, I believe, I don't know where they came from, but let's see if they change. Change away. It's Joyce for three. Bazinga! It's Kate Joyce with the three-point shot, putting the Trojans up by 11. Hester gets it stolen away by Angus. As Orphis is looking to push. Orphis trying to find Welch inside, but is picked up by Burkhardt. Burkhardt harassed by Letterman, and she's fouled. That will go against Letterman. Her second. So now that's Letterman, Prof, and Daly all with 2 fouls. Sydney Sandin will check in for the game. Letterman will set. Orphis coming around. Inside to Burkhardt. Back to the basket, layup, no good. Up ahead to Hester. Hester has Sandin. Over to Weingart for deep three. It's good. Weingart with no hesitation is pulled up and drilled that three-pointer. As Orphis coming right back with her own three, no good. Weingart's wide open up ahead from Hester. She'll shoot the mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Welsh. Welsh nearly stepped out of bounds there. That was close. Orphis driving inside. Layup is banked off the glass and good. 2:30 remaining. Trojans up by 10. Orphis with, I believe, 13 points in the game thus far. Trojans are also in the bonus, so they got to drive. Honestly, they got to drive inside and get fouled. Draw some fouls here, and they'll have free throws. Maybe extend the lead. Hester up top. She's played the whole game. We'll see if fatigue sets in. The Highlanders only have 10 girls on their roster, and 3 of them are now sitting out because of foul trouble. So we'll see if fatigue will set in. As Orphis gets the steal, she got Joyce wide open up ahead. Joyce with the layup. Good. I said it at the beginning of the broadcast. Kate Joyce will be an X factor, as that's a 4-point swing for the Trojans. Inside to Sandin, blocked by Orphis, but Orphis came in with the follow through and fouled Sandin. That's Orphis' second personal foul. Toner will. Toner will get set to check back in. As Sandin's first free throw. Clanks off the back of the rim. And Toner will check in, and Orphis will take a quick breather. Trojans can't lose Orphis, if you ask me. If she fouls out, which is unlikely at this point, knock on wood, but Katie Orphis is the predominant point scorer and assist leader for the Trojans. As, whoa! Trojans not happy with the call. Welsh is called for a foul on the shot, so Sandin will go back for 2. So foul is on Welsh. Trojans are up by 12. It's the 4th team foul, so they do have a foul. They have 2 fouls to give. Saying later I want to stop a fast break. Trojans got to secure the rebounds. They've been good all year getting the rebounds, but they've had a little bit of difficulty thus far as Sandin misses another 3 throw. It seems that the Trojans have not adjusted their game plan too much, and that's what Rosen said. He's not concerned about seeing something they haven't. This team has been through a lot the past 2 years. They've seen a lot of different things, but they are experienced. So as Joyce gets it stolen on the inside, they have such a great experience that nothing really phases this team too much. As Hester over to DiMartino, back to Hester, inside to Sandin. Hester deep 2, swish. So it is now a 10-point game. With a minute remaining in the half. Joyce is taking over the point guard roles with Orphis on the bench, and a timeout is called by Rosen. Taking a short break. We'll see you in a moment. And we're back with a minute remaining in this first half of gameplay. Trojans are up 25-15. Orphis is checked back into the game, coming out of the timeout. Highlanders do not have a foul to give, so the Trojans should take advantage of that. My conversation with Coach Rosen earlier today, he says that the team has met most of their expectations thus far this season. The only expectation they haven't accomplished was that unfortunate loss in the SWC first round. They didn't secure a home game, and they lost to Bethel. Bethel lost to Sheehan earlier in the state tournament, so they will not get the opportunity to face them for a 3rd time. Highlander fans trying to throw off the Trojan offense. 30 seconds remaining. The sole goal left for the Trojans is obviously winning the state tournament, as Burkhardt is called for the travel. So it'll be Highlander ball with 20 seconds remaining. And Hester is called for the walk. She tried to fight DiMartino. She wasn't there and just took one too many steps. So Trojans will most definitely hold for the final shot of the half. See if they can get a good look. Orphis with the team counting on the clock. Pulls up from 3. It's good! Katie Orphis with the clutch 3-pointer at the end of the half. At the end of one half of play, Trojans lead 28-15. Mohegan Sun gets closer and closer. We'll be back with 16 minutes to play in the game after this. We'll see you back as inside the Highlanders will start with the ball. Letterman loses it, and it will be still Trojan ball, or Highlander ball. Let's go. So on the floor for the Trojans, you have the starters: Welsh, Burkhardt, Toner, Orphis, and Joyce. Thank you. As basket by the Highlanders, opening up the scoring here in the second half. On the floor for the Highlanders, you have Letterman, Daly, Hester, Prof and Weingart. So Prof and Letterman both on there with 2 fouls. Trojan should attack them as Toner tried to find Welsh inside just off her hands. As Hester looking to push, Toner's got to turn around. As Hester is blocked by Toner. but Toner is on the back line. Daly over to Highlanders, swinging the ball around, trying to get the zone moving a little bit. Not done a very good job of attacking the defense. Hester over to Prof inside to Letterman. Letterman layup good. Orphis pushing it up. Orphis step backs. She's got Weingart all over her. Welsh inside to Joyce, posting up Hester. Back to Welsh. Welsh pumps. Layup. Good. Welsh with the first basket for the Trojans this half. As Prof with her first basket of the game is good. There are two seniors on this team, Daly and Weingart for the Highlanders. Two on the Trojan side as well, as Burkhardt and Toner. As Toner backs in, layup in and out, rebounded by Hester. Toner had the size advantage there, as Hester's pushing it up all the way. She is fouled by Burkhardt. Highly common for Burkhardt, as now that's her second personal foul. Burkhardt's had some foul troubles thus far in this state tournament. He was pretty good last game, only with 2, but the first 2 games, I believe, her first game she had 4. Hester at the line. First free throw, no good. Took an interesting approach there. It looked like she only had one hand on the ball as she was shooting it. And again, if it works for you. Personally, I like the underhand Rick Barry style, but Hester, second free throw. In and out, rebounded by Toner. Had a chance to capitalize there, cutting the lead as Orphis, great pass to Joyce. Oh, just off the rim. Joyce heard footsteps and just missed. Prof up ahead to Weingart. Weingart inside, airballs the layup, and it is last touch by the Highlanders. What I liked in the first half, you heard it from Coach Berkowitz, the Trojans were getting the ball inside and forcing good defensive stops. They got to continue to do that, and heard it from Mr. Frank as well. Trojans need to get the ball to their shooters and keep the ball moving. It's Burkhardt inside, no good. Trojans get a couple threes on the board, they win this game. Hester up top. For the Highlanders, I think they need to get the ball inside as they try to, but it's stolen by the Trojans. Orphis pushing it. Orphis deep 2. In and out. Trojans can't get really anything to fall thus far this half. As Hester pushing it over the Weingart mid-range. Good. Weingart's the shooter for this team, and a timeout is called by Coach Rosen. The Highlanders are up on a 8-2 run. That's been the trouble for the Trojans. The starts of the second half, as the Highlander fans think they have the momentum. But if I know the Trojans thus far in the state tournament, they start slow in the second half and then they turn it on late. So we'll see if that happens here. Back in a moment. Trojans break out of the huddle, and so do the Highlanders. Listening in to Coach Roses, and as I'm literally about 15 feet away, let's say, he's telling his team, don't rush your layups. You have the size advantage. Just take the layup inside, take one more dribble maybe, and then score. He also said to crash the offensive glass. That's been huge. Trojans have been out-rebounded in this game. That's got to change if they want to win. It's Toner mid-range shot. Just short. Rebounded by Prof. Prof inside to Daly. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Toner and Letterman. And it'll be Trojan ball. Let's talk about the two seniors from Grace Toner and Georgia Burkhardt. Senior captains have been on the all 4 years. Coach Rosen said that the two of them, the team, the year before they came, they were 0-20, the Weston team was. First year, I believe they were 7-13. And with them coming, it changed the culture of this program. And they've played hard every single game for their entire careers. And they will be surely missed, as Joyce inside layup is good. They'll be surely missed next year. But I think the two of them have planted a seed of how Weston basketball is meant to be played for the team next year and teams to come. Hester up top. Inside for Letterman. Her layup no good. She had kind of a two-shot attempt there. She blocked and then went right back up. It's Orfitz over to Joyce, tipped away by Prof. I guess that's what we were missing with Prof on the floor or off on the bench with 2 fouls. Defensive and offensive versatility. This Prof has made an immediate impact in the second half. Prof a junior. Toner, 5-second violation is called. DiMartino checks in for Weingart. Questionable, a little premature 5-second call as Toner was literally, the ball was leaving her hand as the ref called 5. Prof, high arid pass looking for Letterman and is stolen by Joyce. Joyce gets whacked by defenders and is stolen. Prof nearly gets it stolen by Burkhardt and Orfis, but Prof remains her dribble. DiMartino inside looking for Prof, stolen by Burkhardt. Joyce driving. She is tripped by Letterman, and that will be her 3rd personal foul. Letterman's got to be careful. 2 more fouls, and she's out of the game. So we'll see what Coach Williams decides to do. Weingart checks back into the game for Letterman. As Burkhardt over to Orfis. Orfis driving inside on DiMartino. Layup is good. When in doubt for the Trojans, just go to Kate Orfis, and she will score for you. Hester with the ball. Over to DiMartino, back to Hester. Inside, 3 minutes remaining is Prof for 2. No good, rebounded by Orfis. Orfis pushing it, it's a 3-on-2 advantage. Orfis gets it stolen by Prof. Prof is has a 1-on-none. Burkhardt getting back, tried to block it, no good. So it'll be a basket for the Highlanders, and it's now a 9-point game. And the Highlander crowd is loving it. It's Toner for 3. Wide right. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Weingart inside of Daly. Back to Hester. Hester fouled by Burkhardt. On the floor. It looked like she took one too many steps there. But unfortunate for Burkhardt, that's her 3rd personal. Personally, if you ask me, I think Burkhardt should sit for a little bit, maybe for the remainder of the quarter. Put in Angus, just to keep Burkhardt out of too much foul trouble. Hester's first free throw is good. Lead now down to 8 as Angus does come in for Burkhardt. Second free throw for Hester. That is also good, so now it's a 7-point game. Trojans need a score, a stop, and a score here, if you ask me. They need to keep, although it is a 3-possession game, They want to keep the lead as large as possible. It's Welsh, wide open lane, inside to Orphis, back to Joyce, mid-range shot, swish! And it is stolen by the Trojans. Great defense there as Orphis inside all by herself. Oh, just in and out, rebounded by Angus, and a jump ball is called. Kate Joyce thus far, I believe she's at 7 or 9, somewhere around the realm of 8 or 9 points. She is stepping up huge for this Trojan team, and they've needed her. As Toner with a low-scoring game, Burkhardt with a lower scoring game, Orphis not with her unusual production. Orphis, they're all still producing, I should say, but the offense can't always come from the same 3 people. Toner with Profoner, back to Welsh. Tried to find back Toner. Joyce over to Angus. Under a minute in the quarter. Welsh driving inside. Her layup is, oh, no good. She gets her own rebound, though, but Joyce tripped over her own feet. Joyce was a little off balance and just took 1 too many steps. Refs are very quick to blow their whistles tonight. On both sides. Prof with it over to DiMartino. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Trojans up by 9. Highlander crowd trying to get their team motivated. Prof inside, blocked by Welsh. Rebounded by Weingart, but it'll be a jump ball. Great hustle by Angus to force a jump. 24 seconds remaining in the quarter. Trojans will hold for the last shot as usual. Orphis gets the screen from Angus. 9 seconds as Orphis drives inside. Foul on the floor to Coach Rosen's unlikeningness. I guess that's a word. 7 seconds remaining. That foul is on DiMartino, her first. Trojans can't set up the offense too long. They do got to get a quick shot. It's Orphis receives the inbound. 6 seconds remaining. Orphis harassed by DiMartino. Orphis heaves it up short. Welsh gets the rebound and it's good. Basket will count. Great hustle by Jen Welsh under the basket to get the layup. Trojans are now up 38-27 after 3. 8 minutes remaining in this game, and we will have somebody going to the semifinals. And we're back as the final 8 minutes of the game are about to get started underway. One of these teams will be moving on to the semifinals to play Career, who upsetted Sheehan earlier today. The other will be going home. Trojans up 38-27. So Career upsetted Sheehan. The Career's put on a pretty impressive resume thus far this tournament. First round, they defeat the 13th seeded Colby Cathedral. And the Career's the 20th seed, by the way. Second round, they defeat number 4 Cromwell. And in the third round, they defeat number 12th ranked Sheehan. as layup by Prof is good to start off the quarter for the Highlanders. Orphis setting up the offense for the Trojans. Orphis drives inside, floater, wild shot, no good. Ball is loose, and it'll be a jump ball. Trojans will have possession. Although Trojans are not getting many rebounds thus far this game, they are doing a good job hustling for the ball as usual. Joyce over to Toner for three. Just off the back of the rim, rebounded by Prof. Prof pushing it up ahead to DiMartino. Great pass. DiMartino could have capitalized. Prof driving out to Hester. Hester back to Prof. Inside to Daly, stolen by Angus. Welsh is fouled. Foul is on Daly, her third. So now Letterman and Daly have 3 fouls. Burkhardt checking back into the game. She has 3 fouls. And then Orphis and Prof have 2. So we'll see how that plays out with 6:45 remaining in the game. Every second matters for both of these teams. Joyce over to Toner. Toner with Prof all over her as Orphis will drive inside. Her layup is in and out, rebounded by Daly. Hester pushing it. Hester will drive inside and she is bumped by Joyce. Silly foul there if you ask me. But nonetheless, that will be Joyce's first personal, 3rd team foul. Hester receives the inbounds pass. Over to inside, looking for Letterman. Stolen by Burkhardt, but it will be a jump ball. Remain Highlanders ball. Coach Rosen telling his team to squeeze the ball. Weingart will check back into the game. And Daly will set. Weingart has no fouls, so Hester finds Prof driving on the baseline. Back out to Weingart for 3. It's good. Weingart now with 2 threes on the game, and the lead is down to 6. Trojans need a basket here. Orphis over to Burkhardt. Joyce on the wing, up top to Angus. Orphis coming around. Orphis could pull up right here, but she chooses not to. Burkhardt's got an advantage. DiMartino's on her. Burkhardt's got a post inside. It's Joyce, long 2. And it's a long shot. Prof pushing it. 2-on-1. Prof inside, blocked by Burkhardt. Great defense by Burkhardt, but she is called for the foul. That's Burkhardt's 4th personal foul off an amazing block. I don't care about being biased. That's a terrible call. That's a terrible call as Welsh will check in for Burkhardt. The ball was nowhere near either defender, and Letterman just ran right into Burkhardt. What's Burkhardt got to do? Foul or fall? DiMartino up top, over to Hester. Highlanders can get a little swing here as Prof is blocked by Toner and it's a jump ball. Great defense by Toner. Orphis bringing it up. This crowd is loud and energetic. Very tight game. Toner inside. Hook shot good. Grace Toner, as usual, a clear second option for this Trojan team. And once again tonight, Hester over to Weingart. Weingart driving inside. Back out to Hester. Hester gets screened from Letterman. And he's nearly stolen. Kicked out to Weingart. Weingart gets hit in the face. Foul on Welsh, her 2nd. Weingart is down. I guess she got hit in the nose. She'll most likely... Oh, got hit in the eye. My apologies. The ref is talking to Weingart and some of the other players. Maybe her contact fell out and they were fixing that. But nonetheless, Weingart is good to go. So way back. Fouls on Welsh. That's her second. 15 fouls. So the Trojans only have one foul to give in the remainder 4:39 in this game. They got to be careful here if they don't want to give up free throws. The Highlanders only have 3 team fouls, but they have multiple players in foul trouble. Hester with it in the corner. Over to Weingart. Weingart pulls up for a deep 3. It's good. I guess she didn't. Her eye was okay enough to drill that 3-pointer. Now it's a 5-point game. Welsh coming over the top. Thought about shooting it, doesn't. Back to Angus. Inside to Toner, nearly loses it, but she gets the layup. There's no one on Toner there, and she got the wide open layup as Hester's pushing it. Over to Weingart, pulls up for a deep 3, no good. That's what we like to call a heat check, folks. Orphis, DiMartino on her. Orphis driving inside, floater. Tried to bank it in, no good. Rebounded by Letterman, and she is fouled by Orphis. That's Orphis' 3rd personal. And Trojans no longer have any fouls to give. So every foul from here on now against the Trojans will result in free throws for the Highlanders. They need to be careful. Hester with a wide open lane, blocked by Toner, rebounded by Orphis. Trojans done a great job blocking shots. As Orphis inside to Angus, no good. She rushed it. Prof with it. Prof tried to find Hester, but it's stolen by Welsh. Welsh up to Toner. 3:15 remaining in this game. It's a 7-point ball game. Orphis. Coach Rosen calling out a play. Just need to calm down his team. Both teams have enough timeouts remaining. The Highlanders have 4. The Trojans have 3. Toner inside the Welsh. She got wrapped on the arm by Letterman, but it will be Highlander ball. Hester bringing it up over to DiMartino. Stolen by Orphis. She's had those sticky hands all night as Orphis is fouled by DiMartino on the fast break. Foul to prevent the layup. Good job there. That's DiMartino's 2nd. Foul on the floor. So the only player on the floor for the Highlanders, oh sorry, I lied. It's Welsh inside, it's fouled and 1. That's Prost's 3rd. So now for the Highlanders, Prove has 3, DiMartino has 2, Letterman has 3, Daly has 3. And then for the Trojans, the only ones have serious foul trouble. It's Orphis with 3 and Burkhardt with 4, who's about to check back in. The N1 free throw is good. Burkhardt checks in for Angus. Burkhardt's got to be careful here. If I were Burkhardt, if she is faced with someone coming in on a layup, unless she can clearly block it, I just move out of the way, play some Olay defense. Give him the easy layup. Because Burkhardt is a necessary factor in this game, as Letterman's layup is good. So the lead is back down to 8 with 2:15 remaining in the game. This game's going to come down to the wire. Both teams splitting baskets as Toner inside, pushing the lead back up to 10. That's all the Trojans really need to do. If Highlanders score, they need to score. If the Highlanders don't score, they just need to get a good shot opportunity and just keep the lead as large as possible. And a foul is called on Burkhardt for the block. No, sorry, that foul goes against Joyce. Who is it against? So Toner is out. I'm sorry, Burkhardt is out. That's 5 fouls for Burkhardt, and she is not happy. Burkhardt didn't. That's a terrible call. Burkhardt hit all ball, and she's called for the foul. So Angus will check back in her place. Prof will shoot free throws, a 1-and-1. So we'll see. Trojans defense took a big hit right now with no Burkhardt in the game. Burkhardt can't be mad though. She got robbed with a couple fouls. Prof's first free throw is off the rim and no good. So it's a 10-point ball game inside 2 minutes. So I think the key for the Trojans now, they're up by 10 with under 2 minutes. Just throw the ball around, dribble it out. Don't try to force any major shots. Lane violation. But anyway, second free throw is good. Letterman left a little too early there, but doesn't matter. Orphis has Angus wide open, but nothing happening there. Orphis inside to Toner. Toner's layup is good. Letterman posting up on Joyce, stolen away. Great defense once again by the Trojans. Minute 19 remaining in his 9-point ball game. Toner over to Orphis. He's bringing it back out. No rush here. Toner trying to cross up Orphis. And a 5-second violation is called on the Trojans. Okay. Somebody give me a rule book. I don't know anymore. DiMartino over to Hester on the inbounds. Minute remaining in the game. For one of these teams, they will move on as Letterman is fouled. Foul is on Angus. That's her first. So Letterman will go to the line for 2. One of these teams will go on to the semifinal to play career on Friday. The other one will be going home. Neither team wants it to be them, as Letterman's first free throw is in and out. Second free throw is no good, but rebounded by Toner. Highlanders do have a foul to give. Trojans need to get it over half court, and they do. Angus all the way, wide open. She's fouled from behind by Letterman. I'm assuming it's on Letterman. No, that is not against Letterman. That is on Hester, her first. The Trojans are having only Joyce in to get the rebound. 3 defenders back, which is smart play by Coach Rosen. They just need to prevent baskets. They don't need to really score baskets. They're up by 9 with 46 seconds. Second free throw is just off the back of the rim, rebounded by DiMartino, and she is fouled by Angus. So DiMartino will go to the line. That's Angus' second foul. A call that would have once been a jump ball earlier in the game is now a foul. And Daly will check back in for Letterman. One and one. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Angus. Welsh has it. Over to Joyce. 40 seconds remaining. Kate Joyce gets it over half court. She's pushing the baseline. Pulling it back out. Joyce with Prof all over her. And timeout is called by Coach Rosen with 30 seconds remaining in this game. It's getting down to the wire. You can feel the tension in the air as the Highlander sideline is very quiet now. Quick intermission as the final determinant of this game will be back in a bit. Trojans break their huddle. And Coach Rosen was telling his one team, they got to play smart. 31 seconds remaining in this game, 30.9 to be exact. Every foul from here on out will result in 2 free throws for the Highlanders if the Trojans foul. And they just need to play tough and smart, as a foul is called on the Highlanders. That will result in free throws. Foul is against Hester, her second. So Orphis will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Orphis with another amazing performance. And she drills the first free throw. She's definitely in double digits. I believe she's around 20. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more than that. Second free throw, switched as well. Under 30 seconds remaining in this game. The Highlanders are down by 13 points. They need a miracle here. Weingard drives inside. Her layup is no good. Rebounded by Toner, and she is harassed by Prof. She tries to layup, blocked twice by Toner. Great defense. 10 seconds remaining. Trojans have it. 5, 4. So that'll be the ball game, folks. Trojans win 38-51. They're going to the semifinal. Trojans will play Career Friday night. Trojans win. Great game by both sides. Unfortunately, that is the final game for Morgan Daly as her career as a Highlander comes to an end. Trojans upset the #1 seed. We'll see you next time, folks. I'm Tyler Melito. Thanks to Hallie Melito for filming once again. Drive home safely. Signing off.